Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Bear Lake 6, which is from our classic collection. So you can see here that the Bear Lake 6 is a tunnel design tent which is aimed to sleep up to 6 people. With it being from our classic collection, you'll find that the fly sheet that we're using here is our Outex AirTech. Now this is a technical cotton, so it's 65% cotton, 35% polyester. The advantages here is that it's very long lasting, it's naturally waterproof, and also it reacts to the environment that it's in, whereby if it's a really hot day, you'll be kept nice and cool inside, and if it's quite a cool day, you'll actually be kept a little bit warmer in there as well. You'll find that all the poles on the tent are made from alloy, so this is nice and lightweight, but still very sturdy and stable. And what you will find is that all of the pole sleeves on the tent are all flat pole sleeves as well, so that creates a real streamlined and sleek finish to the tent. Some other features we can find on here are large ventilation panels down the side, and underneath here we have mesh ventilation, which just allows cool fresh air into the tent, keeping you a little bit more comfortable. Other features, you'll find the innovative Outwell wind stabilizer system. I'll just show you how this works. Basically we take these Velcro tabs here, we wrap them round the pole, and then we take the other strap to put them into place, and there's one at the top and at the bottom of every pole around the tent. And what that does is creates a much more stable and solid structure. You'll see here that we use our floating guy line system. So what that means is we have the black guy line at the top, and then at the bottom we have our classic luminous Outwell guy line, hopefully to stop you tripping over them. And if you look down the side of the tent, they're called floating guy lines because from a distance they appear that they are actually floating. So here you'll find that each guy line has its own retainer, so when it comes to packing down the tent, we just simply roll the guy line up in our hand and pop it in here so that the next time you come to use the tent, they are certainly easily accessible. Another feature on the tent is that we use our easy pegging system. This is where we supply 3 different types of pegs with the tent. We have the solid steel pegs here, which are to be used for the anchor points on the 4 corners of the tent. We then have the black plastic peg for all of the black pegging points around the side of the tent, and we have the luminous peg for all of the luminous guy lines, just ensuring that you've got the right peg in the right place. A prominent feature on the tent is certainly the large windows that you find here, and every single one of these windows has been tinted, so that serves 2 key functions. One is to reflect the sun away from the inside of the tent, keeping you a little bit more comfortable, and the second is to give you much better privacy within the tent as well. So coming around the front of the tent, you'll find that the Bear Lake 6 has a panorama front, so you can see here that it's curved all the way around here, and every single panel has a large window on there, allowing you panoramic views out of your tent. You'll see here that we also have this canopy on the tent here, and you'll find that the front of this is secured with these storm guy lines, making sure that it's certainly going to be nice and stable even in windy conditions. This canopy obviously gives you a really nice shaded area to sit outside and relax, but if you don't want it there, then it very simply zips off as well. Stepping back into the tent, you'll certainly be very aware of just how much space you have. I'm around 1.95 m and you can see there's plenty more room above my head here, and it certainly feels like there's lots of space in here thanks to those large windows I mentioned earlier. We have tables and chairs and furniture, and as you can see, still lots of space. All the windows themselves have individual curtains, so if you do want a little bit more privacy, you can either just bring the curtains halfway up, as we have done here, or they can be fully closed as well. Another feature is just above the windows, you'll find the ventilation panels that correspond to the outside ventilation we mentioned earlier. We also have these hanging rails in the tent, and there's one on either side, so great for any of our hanging luggage or storage or anything like this as well. The tent actually has 2 more entrances as well, so there's one on either side, and what you will find is that if you roll up the door on the outside, you then have the option of dropping down this mesh panel here for great ventilation, but hopefully keeping out all those unwanted bugs. The ground sheet that we use in the tent is a very heavy duty ground sheet. This is a tarpaulin PVC coated material, so like I say, really heavy duty, it's going to last a good long time, and it has a minimum hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimeters. You'll find that it zips in all the way around here, so again, hopefully keeping out all those unwanted bugs. So just at the top of the tent, in a central location, you'll find that we have a lantern hanging point just here, and then leading away from that, we have some cable tidies which run down to where the ground sheet zips in, so that you can bring electrics into the tent without having to run any cables through the doors. At the back of the tent is where you'll find our sleeping compartments, and you'll see here that these are attached to the tent using our wave-shaped hanging point system. What that does is it takes away any stress points off of the seam at the top of the bedroom here, and you can see gives it a real nice finish as well. Other features on our bedrooms, we have some external storage pockets. We also have some internal storage pockets in the bedrooms themselves. We have some low light windows in here, just allowing you to look outside without having to leave your bedroom. And also we have large mesh ventilation panels towards the rear. A great feature on the bedrooms here is that we use the Outwell universal bedroom. And what that means is if you want to, you can very simply get rid of one of the bedrooms just simply by untoggling all the way around the front and all the way around the back. You'll then find the zip in the middle here, and if we just undo those zips, that whole thing can drop down, leaving you with one large bedroom and then even more living space. So the doors on the bedrooms you'll find also have two layers to them. So we have the outside, but then we also then have a mesh panel which can fully zip closed, again giving you great ventilation without getting those unwanted bugs in there. And you'll also find that our bedroom doors are nice and open, giving you great easy access into the bedrooms themselves. Optional extras for this tent include a carpet that you can get for the living area. There's a footprint available for under the tent, and there's also a front extension available for the tent too. So that's all the features of our Bear Lake 6. Thank you very much for watching.